There's no other superlatives, no other words in the English dictionary that can describe this troglodyte devil, Clockwork Orange, aka Donald Trump, living beyond an alternate reality. You know, it's got to come to a point where it's like, really? Are we really living in reality? You know? Because you have a guy that's a so-called president of the United States can tweet on his social media accounts and say anything he wants to say without anything being validated or fact-checked. Just no filter. All right? And he tweets more than, people doubled his age. Okay? This guy's in his 70s. But to say that the approval rating for quote unquote African Americans or people classified as black has doubled, again, is beyond living in an alternative reality. Okay? So just like this guy tweeted here, said Diamond and Silk, Sheriff Clark, and Bill Carson, all right, are the only ones, and Omaroso, I'm pretty sure she's on that coon train still. She gonna cake off that book when she does that book about her time as a African American in the so-called White House. All right, she's gonna kick off that. But besides those people and a couple of other closet coons out there, that's your approval rating. But overall, people classified as black or African American don't give a damn about no damn Clockwork Orange, aka Donald Trump. We don't. We didn't even come in there to vote. All right, it was basically two sides. It was people like myself who didn't vote at all, and people who voted for Clinton. All right, it was two sides to that. Two sides. But again, this guy, it's such a beyond a slap in the face to say that, oh yeah, besides you being an open white supremacist, an open racist, an overt racist who doesn't give a damn and doesn't like black people, okay? Besides the fact that you have a history of racism against black people, besides the fact that you've made comments saying that people from Africa, people from Haiti, etc., come from shithole countries. Besides the fact that you call black NFL players sons of bitches. The list can go on and on and on and on and on. Besides you saying all that, right? You think that black people approve of your shenanigans. We're not all in a sunken place. We're not all, coons. I would say a lot of us are woke. A lot of us know what time it is. A lot of us are conscious. I don't like to use that term, but you guys know what I mean by conscious. Aware. Constantly aware of what's going on. Okay? Able to do things proactively. Able to have a foresight to see things coming before it actually happens. That's what I think that the majority, or at least a lot of us have. Right? And let me just say this, man, because when Barack Obama was in office, in his second term and the end of his term, the backlash of white supremacy in this country was so deep-rooted. I would say that it caught a lot of us by surprise that they would still vote for a guy, a known white supremacist, Donald Trump, aka Clockwork Orange, in office. A lot of us were bamboozled. A lot of us were fooled by that. Like, damn. They really want this dude in office. And they did. They got him in office. They voted his ass in office. He's the face of white supremacy, the face of white identity extremists. That's who he is. He accepts his role and rewrites the book on white supremacy. Right? But just like I said, man, it's a slap in the face to say that we endure Stockholm syndrome. We endure these mental disorders that you plague on us by just basically doing so many racist things, right, against black people, that you say that we still accept that and we like what you're doing. Again, that's a mental disorder. But again, there's, people classified as white, people like Donald Trump, they also suffer from mental illnesses, right? White supremacy is a mental illness, even though it's not technically in the DSM-5 or even the DSM-6, which is the Diagnostic Statistical Manual of Mental Disorders. It's not in there. Right? But it is a mental illness. White supremacy is a mental illness. You can check the Gallup polls, you can check CNN. Everybody did their own polls, and every poll went down. Again, he tweeted Fox News. You see that? He gets his sources from his partners over there at Fox News. All right? Fox News is spelled F-A-U-X. Fox News. Okay? So that's the only news source he gets it from. Everything else to him is fake news. Again, people classified as white, people just like Donald Trump, they live in an alternate reality, an alternate universe. All right. But the thing also he mentioned was that he mentioned that unemployment is the lowest rated ever. Right? See, the problem with that statement is that he's taking credit for things that actually already happened before he got into the picture. It's kind of like, I'll just throw a name out there. Christopher Columbus, which is not his real name. It's Cristobal Colombo, I believe. Something like that. He discovers something that was already there. Okay? He discovered a new world that was already discovered by our African brothers and sisters, okay, during that time. You had people there. If you look at the old dictionaries in the 1800s, if you look up the word American in the 1800s, I don't have my dictionary in front of me, but if you look up a unabridged dictionary in the 1800s, all right, an American was described as a copper-colored person. Copper-colored. Copper-colored. And copper is not white. So again, we were already there. So my point is that Trump is taking credit for the lowest unemployment rate for African Americans, when in fact it was already lower at a point when Barack Obama was off. It was getting lower. So it was still decreasing. before he got into the picture, and he wants to take credit for something that already happened. See, that's the problem with white supremacy, man. They, again, it's such a beyond mental disorder that they live in an alternate universe. They want to take credit for things that already happened. You know what I'm saying? They want to take credit for things that they thought they created, but in fact they didn't. Saying the people who was funding him were controlling him. For example, the LGBT. All right, but you can check out my other videos where I break down Barack Obama's 2-year terms in office. You know what I'm saying? But he was a powerless president. He was controlled by other people that was funding him. Bottom line. But this guy right here, Trump, Clockwork Orange, he says and does what he wants. He's a billionaire. He says and does what he wants without being checked. He has the power and the influence. Those are my thoughts on that. Leave your comments down below in the comment section. Let me know what you guys think. Make sure you follow me on social media, on Twitter, Black Separatist, Instagram, The Black Separatist, Black Junction TV, Black Spot TV. All that stuff will be down below in the description. Also, make sure you click that bell notification to make sure that you're up to date on all my latest videos and content. All right, family. Until next time, Chauncey, aka The Black Separatist, signing out.